Today we're going 2 rounds with Topps' first boxing set in 70 years. Does this one have knockout power, or is it all smoke and mirrors like Jake Paul's career? Let's get into it. What's going on YouTube? It is your boy RGL coming at you again with a brand new video. And for the first time ever on the channel, we are checking out some boxing. If you're new here, you love boxing content, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. As always, I do appreciate a like. Topps Boxing 2024 here in September of 2025. Wonder why this one got delayed so much. This is Topps' first boxing set since 1951. Now, these are not the first boxing cards since then. More recently, we've had a lot of the boxers signing in Leaf. Guys like Tyson have a ton of autographs out there. But some of the names in this one don't, like Jake Paul. It's actually his first card with Topps. Love him or hate him, the guy knows how to create a spectacle. He knows how to draw an audience. Even his haters are talking about him. You got other boxes in here like Sugar Ray Leonard. Ryan Garcia is going to be a big one out of the gate. I am not a world-renowned boxing expert. I do like my fair share of boxing. I have watched a lot of Floyd Mayweather matches. Fights, I guess you call them. But yeah, we're going to check out a couple boxes. I'm by no means an expert on the content. I just am an expert on cards. These are coming in around $250 to $300 a box. One thing that we absolutely love about these, if we can get the camera to focus, we have 2 chrome autographs per box. We really like to see that. It would be a shame if this came out with 1 autograph like Topps Chrome Baseball, or even worse, none like Cactus Jack Chrome. I'm looking at you. This one, $250 to $300. It seems high. It seems aggressive. Now, I do think that the singles for this will sell very well out of the gate. It is the full chrome experience, so we are getting all of the color. We're getting some really cool inserts. The throwbacks to 1951. Topps is a very smart decision. We are getting the case hits that aren't so popular, things like helixes, and there's a die cut in there and some other stuff. Of course, superfractors, red refractors, all of that is the name of the game. Probably a hidden gems or two. In theory, I really like this set. Could it be a little cheaper? Sure. Here's what I'm speculating. I don't think we're going to get too many boxing releases. Personally, I would like to see about 3 boxing releases a year. You don't even have to do 3 a year, but I like Chrome. I don't want to see Finest come out in 3 months. I can tell you that. I don't want to see Cosmic. Sapphire is fine. We know we're going to get a Sapphire. That's Topps' Golden Goose. Every Chrome set gets a Sapphire counterpart. That's fine. There's no Breaker's Delight for these. I do believe there will be retail. After this, as far as other boxing sets go, man, I don't want to see a boxing set every 2 months. I want to see one like every 4 months. I want to see Midnight. I want to see like Royalty. But if you show me Resurgence boxing, I might flip my lid, because that is when I think the singles prices for this will start to get watered down. But out the gate, I do think that it's going to be a very good seller for singles. I think it's going to be fun. Could I see these dipping under $200? Yep. Can I see them going up to $400? Nope. So I think $250 to $300 is the appropriate price for this one right now. When you compare it to UFC and compare it to WWE, probably compares best to UFC. We are going to get, I believe, 12 packs per box. Yep, 12 packs per box, 8 cards per pack, so 96 cards total. I think that's how the math works. Kind of glad Jake Paul didn't make the cover. Let's go ahead and see if we can see something cool today. We're going to rip 2 boxes, and hopefully one of them will be nice. Here is our design, and like I said, I'm not going to know all the names. I kind of like the design. It's a little different than UFC. I like the chevrons down there. And again, this is a fully licensed set. I don't know all of the fighters, so I guess I'm just kind of looking for the key names. There's Brian Norman on the refractor, and you got the rookie card logo with like a boxing glove. I like that. Robesi Ramirez, 2 of 75 on the, I think that's going to be the, is that like the boxing glove parallel? Maybe they'll call that blue, I'm not sure. Here's going to be a 1951 of Sky Nicholson. That's the 1951 design, I believe. You got Yanquiel Rivera, and there is going to be Jack Catterall. So yeah, in theory, I like this one. I like anything combat sports. I like UFC, obviously a WWE fanatic, if you will. WWE superfan, nerd, whatever you want to call it. I think we have orange here. We have Joe Smith and Andrew Cortez are orange. Jose Ramirez, I know that's a good name. I don't know much about him, but I know that he's one of the better names on the checklist. 7 of 25. That is a sticker auto, unfortunately, but that's on the throwback auto. Those are really nice looking. That'll throwback 1971, or 1951, excuse me. That's long before any of us were born. Roy Jones, or if you were born in 1951 and you're watching this, shout out you. Sugarcane Connors. There is a smash hits of Mike Tyson. Now I don't think this is a case hit. They showed it next to the Helix on the kind of the preview or whatever. I don't think that's a case hit, but that's definitely a really cool insert. I like that one. I wonder if you got these in red refractors and supers and all of that. So Jose Ramirez, a good auto. I don't know the value, so Lively's gonna have to do some intense research in this one.
I'm in danger.
Shout out my editor, Lively Card Collector. Go check out his live streams. They're a lot of fun. Cambosa, Thomas Hearns, a refractor of Errol Spence. There's going to be a shimmer of Mia St. John. Non-numbered on that one. Floyd. There's Floyd on the 1951. Neveria and Laura. Yeah, I'm liking this one. It's good. When I think about the price of Chrome, obviously UFC Chrome with its 2 autographs is over $300. WWE is $600. That's crazy. Cactus Jack is still close to 5 as I record this. There's Oscar De La Hoya. So you've got most of the names. I think there's like one key name missing in this one, and I don't remember exactly who. There's gonna be Bektamir. Oof, tough name. Milikuziv. Butchered that. Luis Lopez. We've got Jose Warrington and Raymond Ford. So yes, Leaf has done autographs of boxers in the past, guys like Sugar Ray, Mike Tyson. I don't know if they've ever had Oscar De La Hoya. I can't remember. I know they've had Floyd Mayweather as well. So I'm curious to see what like those guys' autographs are going to do in this set compared to their Leaf counterparts. You know, with boxing, all of those are technically licensed, just like these would be with Leaf. Now they can't do like logos on like football helmets, but you know most of the boxing stuff is licensed, so I'm curious to see if these will sell for more or less or around the same. Alexis Rocha to 225. Okay, so not a case hit. Smash hits of Kelvin Davis. It's kind of weird because they showed the smash hits insert like right next to the Helix, and it looks cool enough to be a case hit. They could have made it a case hit, so I wasn't 100% sure. But yeah, let's continue. We have 2 boxes today, and I'm enjoying this one. Lennox Lewis. My grandpa really liked Lennox Lewis. Brandon Figueroa, refractor of Joet Gonzalez. We got Ricardo Sandoval. There's a teammate or stablemates of Gilberto Ramirez and John Scrappy Ramirez. That kind of looks like a comic card. That's more Marvel-esque to me, but that's okay. Callum Walsh and Dalton Smith. So 12 packs, 2 autographs, bunch of color. Superfractor would be cool. And obviously, the elephant in the room is Jake Paul and his boxing quote-unquote career, if you want to call it that. There's Shane Mosley to 150, if you want to call it that. But like I was talking about earlier, his stuff will sell just by name recognition alone, and just last name, and maybe not even his boxing accolades, but for being an influencer, YouTube star, whatever you want to call him. His stuff is definitely gonna move the needle in this, because these are again his first. Oh wow, what a box! Ryan Garcia auto as well. What a box! I know that's a very good one. I don't know if he's had any autographs with Leaf or not. I'm not 100% sure. What a box, though. Floyd Schofield, Scrappy Ramirez, smash hits of... Oof, I'm not even going to try that one. Joet Gonzalez and Brian Norman. What a box. I don't have to be a huge boxing fan and know that this is very good. We've been putting together kind of a format for how we're going to break this in our breaks. I know that Jose Ramirez is a pretty solid name. And then, of course, Ryan Garcia is one of the most highly desirable names on the checklist as far as autographs go. This has been a crazy box. I probably should have just did one and done in this one, but we are going the distance. We're going 10 rounds or 12 rounds with tops and seeing what a couple boxes look like. And I have a feeling that second box is going to be nowhere near the quality of this one. This is an otherworldly box. Sonny Edwards on the shimmer. There's going to be Diego Pacheco, Roy Jones Jr., and Errol Spence. We have 3 packs left in this box and one more box. So yeah, I'm really thinking we should have just... Oh, there we go. Just our base rookie, but there it is. There's the guy that's gonna get everybody talking. Jake Paul. Oh my god, a 1 of 5 Generals of Abraham Nova. This card looks so cool too. I don't know much about Abraham Nova, but I saw this one on the checklist. This one looks really cool too. You got the red, white, and blue design. A red refractor. This box has been like a 1% box. I'm telling you right now, if you go to your LCS or you buy a box Ring Generals of Tyson, if you buy a box, and this is the first time I've seen this product, recording this before we rip it in any breaks, so this is my first experience with it, and I can confidently tell you with the autographs that we pulled and with a to 5 red refractor, this is a 1% box. So this is what the kids would call an influencer box, for sure. We have a green in here. There's Valet. We have a refractor of there's gonna be Raymond Ford, a green of Alexis Rocha, Callum Smith on the 51, Daniel Garcia, and Ryan Garcia. This feels like a 1% box. Aside from a super fractor, the autos were very, very good in this one. I'm pretty sure that second box is not going to be competing with this one. There's Diego Pacheco, Arnold Barboza, smash hits of Damian Niba. Sorry if I butchered those names. And we're going to end that box with Sonny Edwards. Before we get into the second box, let's go ahead and do a little color count, shall we? So this is just color, non-numbered. We got, looks like 6 color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 color, 5 numbered color. Our 2 autos, we had another color. And then, yeah, some other stuff as well. Yeah, that was a big 1%er box right there. Anytime you get an orange auto of a you know, I would say probably upper, like not top tier name, but like an upper tier name. Ryan Garcia is a top tier autograph. And then anytime you get a red refractor, now I expect this set will not be printed as much as, say, you know, baseball would, or even like WWE Chrome, just because I think it's only a 100 card checklist. So it's going to be a smaller set in general, meaning you are going to see reds and lower numbered color on a more frequent basis than you would baseball. But I mean, that was a monster box. Let's go ahead and check out box number 2. And I have a feeling that this one's gonna be the disappointment box right here for sure. You never know. Maybe every box is like that with loads of color and good autos. But I've seen the checklist for this one. We've been creating our group break checklists using AI lately for formats and things of that nature. So I've had a pretty deep dive with this checklist, and I know that it's not all Ryan Garcia and Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather on the auto checklists. Butterbean is in this one. Love Butterbean. There is going to be Brandon Figueroa on the refractor. We've got Terry Harper to 125 on the blue. We have a smash hits of Emiliano Fernandez Vargas, another Roy Jones, and Errol Spence. So 96 cards per box, 100 card checklist, I believe. I believe it's a 100 card checklist. So we are going to start to see some repeats in this box, a lot of repeat base cards. I wouldn't mind seeing repeat autograph. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh boy, they're gonna say that Topps overnighted these with the tape influencer boxes all over these. Jake Paul. This video is clearly making up for the travesty that was my Cactus Jack WWE boxes. Holy cow. Holy cow. What is going on? I'm not used to being this lucky. Ricardo Sandoval Future Stars. That's a really cool looking Future Stars. Like that back. What is happening right now? This is not to be expected when you come to my channel. Not to be expected at all. I'm just used to all the dust. That one, I have no idea if I'm holding a... I don't know if people are going to want to only pay $100 for this guy, or this is going to be like $300, $400, $500 out of the gate. It is his first Topps card, to my knowledge. He might have had a Topps now, but we don't count those as real cards. They got to be from a pack. They got to be a pack-pulled card. At least that's my opinion. Rookie card is from a pack. It's not a Topps Now card. That's my opinion. We have Nico Ollie Walsh on the refractor. There's going to be the 225 Israel Madrimov. And we've got Brian Norman, Navarrete, and Laura. So it's kind of funny that I've ripped UFC, I've ripped WWE, and now I'm ripping boxing, all 3 of their combat sports. And the one that I know the least about is the one that I'm doing the best with. We have a gold in here. Gold is going to be Ricardo Sandoval to 50, 40 of 50. with the inscription El Nino. I don't know too much about Sandoval. I do know that I like inscriptions a lot. So that is going to be probably our final auto. There's Jorge Chavez, Oscar Duarte. Yeah, this one, 2 crazy boxes. Let's see if we have any other decent color. But like I said, I do expect, this being a smaller set, I do expect color, like lower number color, like golds, oranges, even reds, to fall at a more frequent clip than, like, say, baseball or football or any of the other sports. Leo Wood, which are bigger sets with 300 cards, or I think they're all 300 cards. Ryan Garcia right there. And I think that the highest number we've seen so far is the 225. I don't know if there's parallels to 299. There's Oshaki Foster. We've got Eric Priest. We have a Ring Generals of Errol Spence, Callum Walsh, and Dalton Smith. I don't even know what to say. Like, I've said everything that I can say, and we've kind of crushed it. Joe Smith on the Refractor. We have to 150. That is going to be Keyshawn Davis. So this is an Aqua. Normally, Aquas in, say, baseball are to, like, 199. So this is to 150. Normally, like, a blue would be to 150. Chavez and Canas. We got Rivera. And there's going to be Jack Catterall. I'm trying to remember the couple of fighters that people were complaining weren't a part of the checklist. So I'm trying to remember their names, and I can't for the life of me. But I feel like from what I've seen in the discourse before this one came out, people were fairly happy with the checklist. Got most of the names represented on here. Erica Cruz, Charles Conwell, Callum Smith, and Zelfa Barrett. Few packs left today. I want to thank you for joining me. And I don't expect to see anything crazy in these last few packs. We kind of had 2 crazy boxes. Eduardo Hernandez, a Refractor. There's going to be a Shimmer of Raul Curiel. Beatriz Ferreira, going to be on the 1951. I'm kind of curious why they all say Matchroom. I wonder if that's just like partnership or something. It's kind of weird. Kind of distracts from the simplicity of the 51 design. Maybe that's what they said. Maybe that's what they all had on one of them, 51. I can't recall. I don't think they did. I've seen some of those cards. We have Oscar De La Hoya, Jesse Rodriguez, another Jake Paul Refractor, because why not? Jose, nice. Ryan Garcia, 51. See, this one doesn't have Matchroom on him, but I think a lot of them have from what I've seen. Sonny Edwards, wow. All right, we're down to 2 packs left. Another Jake Paul to add to the stash. Man, probably just gotta sell these out of the gate. I think they'll never be higher in terms of value. And again, I'm very curious to see what Topps' plans are for boxing moving forward. How many sets we plan on getting every year. If we get a finest set, it definitely devalues some of the autographs and parallels in this one. Mike Tyson, kind of a weird photo on Tyson. Kind of, you think maybe they use a higher quality photo of him. But I'm curious to see what the future is going to be, if they have more chromium sets, or this is just going to be like our one for the year. To 75, Delonte Tiger Johnson. And there's going to be a smash hits of Jahi Tucker. So I think that's what a lot of the singles value will hinge on, you know, in 2 months or even in 6 weeks or whatever. If we do get a finest set, or, you know, I'm 99.9% sure finest or a Sapphire is coming because it's Topps Chrome. But I think that's fine. But I'm curious what their future plans are for future sets. Brandon Figueroa. There's Eduardo Hernandez. We have a Refractor of Manuel Flores. A Prism Refractor of Sky Nicholson. Arnold Barboza. Man, that's just a clean looking future stars. And we're going to end today with Polanco and Muratalla. But let's be real, we kind of killed it today. Second box, as far as color goes, had less color in that box, I think. I think we had, 4 numbered? We had 2 autographs, but we only had 4 numbered, so that was 1 less than the last box. But the autographs today is what told the story. And, man, feels good to book a win. For this box had Ricardo Sandoval Gold with an inscription, and, of course, one of the key chases, love him or hate him, there he is, Jake Paul. Second box, we did have that red Refractor Ring Generals of Nunez. We also had a Ryan Garcia auto and a Jose Ramirez to 25. Color me impressed. Part of me wants to go grab another box and see what a third box would look like, but this video has already gone about 20 minutes. I think that's what we're going to call it here today. Like I said, I do think that singles are going to be good for this one out of the gate, at least for a little while. Whatever the future is for future boxing sets will dictate the value of this one a little bit. So I don't want to see finest Topps. I want to see like maybe Royalty, maybe Midnight. Those would be good sets. I will fully disclose, if you go to your LCS, that the 2 boxes that you saw today here were 1% of 1% boxes. Like, both boxes were very, very good. And that's my first, this is my first time seeing the product, and I can already tell that those were 2 top tier boxes. That's going to do it for me. Are you interested in this one? Let me know what you think. Did you rip any? Let me know what you think. That's going to do it for me today. Take care, stay safe, and I knocked those boxes out. What can I say?